Good evening, mighty mums. On this late daily revelation today, 105 is do the basics really well. So, there's a lot of programs out there nowadays that are promoting a lot of quick fix programs. There's stuff where you put in your belt, shakes, pills to lose weight. But ultimately, what people are looking for is results, and nothing's going to change. There's no reinventing the wheel with the fitness industry. You just ultimately need to do the basics right. For example, you want to lose weight, you need to track your calories, you need to be at a calorie deficit. You can't guess, so if you're unsure of what you're eating, we're going to use MyFitnessPal in training. Okay, we're moving as much as we can, so we track steps, trying to hit at least 10,000 steps a day, working out 2 to 3 times a week. There is no secret to you ultimately getting to the weight you want to get to, or losing the weight, or fitting into the clothes you want to. But people always look for the shiny objects, and you can get distracted, and it gets distracted off track. And I was actually watching that video that Aphrodite posted from this famous speaker called Simon Sinek, and he talks about, for example, in terms of relationships. Hey Tegan, how you going? In terms of relationships, like, how did you know when you fell in love with your wife or your husband? And he talks about, it's not just one moment you're like, oh, I love that person. It's the consistent effort of the basic things every single day till you wake up and go, I really, really, truly love my wife or husband or whatever it is. And it's like, your wife goes to the fridge and says like, hey, I'm getting a drink. Would you like a drink as well? Or, waking up and, going for a walk together, and you do that daily. Or, she's had a bad day of work, or he's had a bad day of work. Hey, Roller. And, you just sit down and talk to each other. And it's the compound effect of these basic things that you do every single day that ultimately build your love for your husband or your wife. And that's just in all areas of your life. And I was talking to my wife, and every Sunday, my wife and I, we've been doing this for years. We do a whiffle and a rap. And a whiffle is what I feel like expressing, and a rap is I give encouragement to my wife, and she gives it to me as well. Something that I've done really well during the week. Now, this is the consistent thing that we've done every Sunday. We do it every Sunday regardless. And you'd be amazed that someone that you live with and you think things are going well, that there's struggles and the thing going on that we don't necessarily vent out, but we suppressed. And I can hand on heart say that those moments, those times on a Sundays, a whiff on a rap that I do with my wife has really brought us closer to understand each other better as well. And I'm not here to give you relationship advice, but if I relate that to health and fitness, like, what do you do daily, or what do you do in terms of the basics that ultimately build the habits for you to ultimately get the result? And it's just like anything you do. It could be in business, it could be anything. It's what you consistently do in whatever season you're in. The basics: waking up, doing meditation, having a morning routine, eating well, moving more, having time for yourself, having fun. Little things like that, but it's the inconsistency of doing something for a little bit and stopping for 3 months, doing something for a little bit and then stopping for really short periods of time. And that's what causes people to give up, is they stop doing the basics really well. But then they go, well, no, I'm going to try this new program. I'm going to try this new pill, this shake. It's probably going to work a little bit better. And it's the shiny object that distracts you from ultimately staying on the path that you need to stay on. And all you mums in this group, you know exactly what you need to do. You need to move more, you need to eat less in terms of weight loss, and ultimately you get where you want to be. There is no secret to losing weight. It is very, very simple, but we as humans, we complicate it because we start adding things in. We start looking for the shiny object that's going to give us the quicker result, which ultimately starts to change your mindset. And we might get bored, or we might get distracted, but ultimately you just need to stick on the path. You need to stick on doing the monotonous things, because ultimately that's what's going to get you where you want to be. And when you have more energy, when you're feeling more happier, ultimately those monotonous things that you do daily, you're going to start to really appreciate why we do those things, those monotonous things. But if you're just seeing it as a chore, seeing it as, you know, I'm not seeing any result today, and it's, you know, if you just started MyFitnessPal or, you know, your first week in this group, like, it's the start of the journey. This is a long haul journey. Even if you get your result, it's not the end there. You got to continually do the basics over and over again, just like brushing your teeth. And say you brush your teeth in the morning for the very first time, okay, you don't see anything, but you do that years and years on end, and now your teeth look really white because you consistently do that. But in the moment, people go, well, I didn't see any result today. You know, I did the workout today, my body hasn't changed. I did MyFitnessPal for 1 whole week and I didn't lose weight. And then they give up at that point. And I'm surprised to see where people give up is when they're just about to have an amazing breakthrough. So my encouragement to you ladies, thanks Tegan and Roller for watching, is to do the basics right. If you don't see a result in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, keep going. This is a long journey. This is a long journey that ultimately you're going to be where you want to be. So stick with it, stay patient, and we'll ultimately get there. Have a great night, ladies, and tomorrow I'll see you all for a psychologist chat about worry. And we all worry, so I think we should all be there tomorrow.